Hi, this is Sandeep, your personal financial planner. In this video, I'll try to explain why health insurance top-ups are so cheap. But before we begin, a little background. Sometime back, someone known to me had approached me asking for a top-up health insurance policy. She already had a 10 lakh health cover. She was about 50 years old. And when I found out what the premium would be for a top-up, I was pleasantly surprised and she was pleasantly surprised because for a 40 lakh cover for a 50-year-old individual, the premium was just around 2,500 rupees. And she was like, this sounds like too good to be true. Well, it did sound like it is too good to be true, but then there is a logic behind why top-up insurance is pretty cheap. Now, let's take 10 examples or 10 different hospitalization examples. How often do you think someone would spend more than 10 lakh in a particular claim? The chances are that most of the claims would be in the range of 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, maybe a little more, 4 lakhs. But the chances of very serious health issues which need long-term admission in the hospital and major expenses, the probability of that happening is much lesser than you getting, say, typhoid or dengue fever or maybe a fracture and needing some hospitalization. So when health insurance companies price their premiums, they take into account the risk of having to pay for that claim, right? So the risk of paying huge claims above 10 lakhs is not as much as the risk of paying smaller claims. So I don't know the exact numbers. Maybe the insurance companies will have the right numbers, but I think at least 99 out of 100 cases, the claims would not go much beyond the 10 lakhs. So in top-ups, what happens is the claim kicks in only after the base policy insurance coverage is exhausted. For example, this particular client had 10 lakhs insurance cover, which was the base policy. So the top-up policy will not pay until this 10 lakhs is exhausted in a particular claim. So that is called a deductible. So if you have a 5 lakh claim, you cannot go to the second company, the company that issued you the top-up, or maybe within the same company you took a top-up. You can't use that policy to claim the reimbursement or the cashless treatment, because the first 10 lakhs will have to be borne by either by you or by any other insurance company that you have taken the policy with. So the base policy is going to be costlier, obviously. And then after that limit is exhausted, whatever additional amount that you need to be that they need to pay will be borne by the top-up policy. So even if you have 10 lakh of base policy and 40 lakh of the top-up policy, it's not every other hospitalization that you're going to use 10 plus 40, 50 lakh, right? So the chances of that happening is very, very few. So from the top-up policy's point of view, they will pay only if there is a very major incident, a medical incident where you get admitted, stay there for too long, and the treatment charges are much above 10 lakhs. But most of the cases, your hospitalization cost would be within that 10 lakhs or whatever deductible you have claimed. So when you get a top-up, you have an option of choosing different deductibles. It could be 3 lakhs, it could be 5 lakhs, it could be 10 lakhs. So the higher deductible you choose, right? So 10 lakhs is a high deductible. Then the premium for the additional top-up will be very small, because it's not often that they're going to be incurring that kind of major expenses. But if you choose a smaller deductible, say 3 lakhs, then automatically the top-up policy will be costlier, because the chance of you spending 4 lakhs in an admission is much higher than you spending, say, 14 or 15 lakhs. So that is the logic. So top-ups are cheap because the claim happens only after the deductible amount is exhausted. So the chances of you having to claim from the top-up is very less, and most of the times you may never actually ever claim. If you're an individual who's reasonably healthy, you may never actually get to claim from the top-up. So you're actually paying for nothing. But should you go for it, you absolutely should go for it, because you never know when bad luck befalls you. I told you the chances are 99% of the time your claim may not exceed that deductible amount. But what if you're unlucky to be in that 1%? At that point of time, you really want that extra coverage. So it's always good to have a big health insurance cover. 20 lakh, 30 lakh, 40 lakh may sound like a big amount now, but if you're going to live for another 30 years, 40 years, then obviously medical inflation will catch up with you, and you would need a pretty high cover. So my suggestion is trust top-ups, go for top-ups, and reduce your overall insurance cost, and always have very high health cover, so that you're not just protected for the time being, but also protected for the future. I hope you like this information, and for more information I request you to subscribe to this channel. I keep coming out with informative videos on personal finance, and please share this video to your friends and family and loved ones, to anybody you think will benefit from this particular piece of information. Thank you for watching. I am Sandeep, your personal financial planner, and I'll see you in the next video.